Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lakshmi. I'm an energy healer medium and a meditation teacher, and I've created this channel, Rise and Shine TV, specifically for every one of you who are on the path of spiritual awakening and enlightenment, and on the path of better understanding and accepting oneself. And today, I would like to talk to you about the difference between concentration and contemplation. What is the difference between these two terms, and when, how, and what for we use them? But before we start, please click a like button and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all our latest classes, videos, and meditations. So, concentration and contemplation. These are two completely different and I would say quite opposite terms, but still, some people tend to mix them up, so in this video I intend to clarify it once and for all. So without any further ado, let's dive in straight into the topic. What's the difference between concentration and contemplation? Concentration we can compare with an exhale. It is focused, it is firm, it is disciplined, it is masculine, and it is directed on the object. And contemplation we can compare with an inhale. It is out of focus. It allows, it accepts, it is relaxed, it cleanses karma, it is feminine, and it is directed from the object. What for do we need concentration? Concentration is a very useful tool in energy healing, for example, because you need to focus your energy, your thoughts and attention on the part of the body or on the situation that you are healing. You need to direct this healing energy, this frequency, the prayer, mantra, or any other tool you're working with onto that part of the body and hold your attention for some period of time, really focus for some period of time. Have this vision and focus on that vision for some period of time. And that requires a massive amount of concentration. In our daily life, we need concentration to study, to finish the project, to be on time. All of this requires concentration and discipline. Concentration is very important, but it is very energy consuming. And many teachers advise you to focus on your breath while meditating. And this is so wrong, because concentration and meditations are incompatible. That's why so many of you don't like to meditate. It's just because you were taught wrong. But we will come back to this one and we'll be talking about meditation once we're going to be talking about contemplation. And the last thing I want to mention about concentration, though it is hard, it is very much needed. And we can learn concentration only in one way, by practicing. And the more we practice, the longer period of time we will be able to concentrate. How can we practice? Just choose an object, right? Which put this object in front of you and just stare at it. Look at it without losing your focus for as long as you can. Start with 1 minute and then increase the time. So now contemplation, my favorite tool of all. There is not a problem or situation that this tool can solve. With the help of contemplation, I heal. I transform all my fears and shadow patterns. I look for answers to my everyday problems, and contemplation is the essence of meditation. How do we work with contemplation? First of all, we choose what we are going to contemplate. It can be a physical object or an abstract thing. It can be a situation, a relationship, any kind of fear or disease. It can be something pleasant or even divine. It can be absolutely anything. So after we chose the object of our contemplation, we allow it to be present in our life. We hold it in our awareness. And the last step will be we create space around this object. We step aside a little bit. We create this space between the object and us, an observer. We accept it for what it is. We're not doing anything, not trying to change it or force the transformation. total acceptance. Believe me, total acceptance is a very powerful force. And basically that's it. We shine the light of our consciousness onto this object, and the power of the light will trigger the transformation. The power of this light of our consciousness will start to send you insights about this object, this problem or situation. The power of the light of our consciousness will stretch your awareness, and the inner knowing, which was already there all the time, will start to come up to the surface. And at this stage, all you need to do is to embrace what to come. Embrace this fresh, new wisdom of your consciousness. Occasionally, you will need to act upon this wisdom to implement it into your life, but most of the time, the action won't even be needed. It will all occur naturally and effortlessly. So how do we contemplate in practice, right? What are the exact steps we need to take? We can contemplate in a variety of ways. We can sit in meditation and contemplate our object, just allowing it to be on the screen of our consciousness. And this is the only way to meditate, to allow it to be, to create space around it, and to become an observer of this object, this problem or situation. We can take our contemplation onto our everyday life. Just let the object of your contemplation constantly remain at the back screen of your consciousness. So let's say you contemplate your fear that you run out of money, right? So you go by your day, running your errands, doing your chores, and this fear just quietly dwelling at the back screen of your consciousness. And then an opportunity presents itself. The thing that you wanted to buy, for example, is $5 more expensive in this shop than in the other shop, which is few miles away. And all of a sudden, because you were carrying this awareness of your fear at the screen of your consciousness, so all of a sudden you catch yourself thinking to drive to the other shop to buy it cheaper. But if not for your contemplation, you would probably go to the other shop. But now you became aware of the reason behind this thought and the action which they might cause, right? So this is your opportunity in the moment to catch this fear and say, I see you, and I choose not to act upon you. I'm buying this product here, and now with a grateful heart, I'm welcoming abundance into my life. And just like that, you've changed the neural connections in your brain. You changed the pattern from scarcity to abundance. You can continue this contemplation and see what other patterns of scarcity are there in your mind. And once you catch the pattern in the moment of its occurrence, it's a very powerful time to change it and break this pattern. So act on it. You can take your contemplation into the interaction with others. And if we follow the example of this fear of running out of money, it can manifest through words and actions of others. For example, you and your friends will have a conversation, and then one of your friends will start complaining that he has not enough money. And normally you would entertain this conversation and also start complaining about it. But because you carry the awareness of this shadow pattern, all of a sudden you will notice that this is a destructive conversation, and you will be able either at least to stay silent or to express your belief that complaining only aggravates the problem and it's just a bad self-programming. It is very powerful to contemplate in nature. Nature can provide so much inspiration and insights. If you have a question, nature will always provide you with an answer. You can contemplate while going for a walk or for a run, while you are playing any kind of sport. You can contemplate while drinking morning tea or coffee. Get creative and create the time and space for your contemplation to happen. I really hope that this video will help you to cope with all your life's challenges with grace and ease, and that it will spark an interest toward contemplation, which is the most powerful transformational tool there is. and I wish you all a week full of abundance, love, happiness, and joy. And see you all next week on our channel, Rise and Shine TV. With love and gratitude, your Lakshmi.